What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Summer Hikaru Died, this time of episode 2. It was probably my most anticipated anime this season, and episode 1 absolutely delivered. I love the vibes, the mystery of the kind of mountain god I think they were talking about, the old lady getting offed by like the kind of imposter Hikaru. Pretty certain it was him. But yeah, love the vibes, love the character interactions and the interesting kind of situation we got going on here. I forget the actual kind of main character's name, but the relationship between him and Hikaru is really interesting. Kind of seeing your dead, from what I've been hearing, person you loved, which I've got absolutely no issue with. It's kind of sad to see the show get review bombed a little bit by people that do have an issue with stuff like that, but yeah, it was a fantastic start. And I've got even better news today is that Vaundy, I think the name is done the opening to this, and they've done some incredible openings, especially Osama Ranking opening 2 is one of my favorite ever. They done the Sakamoto Days opening last season, or the season before last, which was incredible as well. I absolutely loved that, so very hyped to hear the opening. But yeah, let's get right into it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. There was even more really awesome kind of details and just like some of the cinematography and shots of Hikaru, especially last episode, that I noticed more on a second watch, where I could like pause and go through a bit slower. The Popo. Over there, going off to. But yeah, the whole kind of mountain god stuff really does remind me of like Higurashi and the kind of stories that they have in that show. Not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, just like even that shot, for example, is like beautifully shot, isn't it? But yeah, I'm not gonna spoil Higurashi, but it's well, this is me. Honestly, I do that same shit. You probably see me walking looking angry, and what I'm actually listening to is some cute girl song. It's a cute girl's anime song or something. Joe, it always just sounds like a fucking epic with these guys. Always just sound like the word epic is said a lot, but this is like the true meaning of it right here with these guys. See, I knew there'd be hair. There's always fucking hair horror and Japanese horror. Beautifully shot as well, isn't it? And animated. Really interesting to think about. Like, do you reckon you could fall back in love with someone that died, that is now not them, but has taken the appearance of them? Do you reckon you could fall back in love with that person, even though essentially it's a totally different person, but actually he's got the same memory? So is it a totally different? Like, as I said, I just really find this very interesting scenario, isn't it? To be honest with you, the boys love stuff didn't really come across too much in that first episode. I think you could tell, like, with the whole "yes, I like you" scene and such, there was like a little more or something there, but it wasn't like shoved in your face. That's what I don't like. I hate it when they just like shove representation and such in your face. I like it. I like representation for certain demographics, but when it's just like, good example is like Lazarus. They had a character that was seemed just there because it was, yeah. Whereas in this show, it's actually got like a narrative to it. But yeah, awesome fucking opening there. I'm not gonna watch it again just because I don't want to. I imagine there's quite a few spoilers from the scenes that we did see. But there was some fantastic shots there, wasn't there? It's another Japanese classic, isn't it? A test of courage. I was going to say the safest person to go with. Well, no, actually, both the safest and the least safe person to go with there is probably Hikaru. And you know what I'm now watching as well? I just finished watching Fall of the House of Usher, which was amazing. And I'm now watching Midnight Mass, which is also amazing. And I think they might be quite similar to this story in ways. Perhaps. So we see that's the guy we see in the opening, right? With the knife. Or the knife scene is just after him. Guy has arrived. This guy has arrived. Oh, be careful there. You don't want to cut yourself on that. So is he native here then? Asking about his dad like that? Oh, he's got. I've only just noticed he's got this horrible burn or scar on his neck. Also, Legoshi's voice actor. Nice to hear. You think so now? As a result of a fucked up ritual. At least this guy's being true to himself. They like that one, don't they? With the whole background. Also, as a big horror fan, you never go last. You're never last in line. So this bro's already doing it wrong. You're always in the middle or second. You'd never want to be last in the fucking line of people walking about in a horror show. Spooky summer. And I did mention Chainsaw Man and the designs of the characters looking similar last week, and you know what? It's got a very cinematic kind of similar vibe in that way, hasn't it? It was like very movie-like, which is awesome. What's the fucking deal with that hamster? that's probably the most mysterious thing so far about this show. What's the hamster for? I love stuff like that though. Sometimes I even like it more when they don't even answer it. You're just always constantly wondering what the fuck is the deal with the hamster. So we see that in the opening as well, some kind of like bent arm. Must be important. Oh. What the fuck? Fuck. Why did he get I assumed they were gonna like assimilate. That's not the word for it. Accumulate? I don't know. Assumed they were like gonna come together or something, like some kind of similar existence kind of merge into one. Again, a little bit like Parasite and the Parasites. Hmm. What happened here? I was like, what is this? I'm nowhere near scientific enough to fully understand what's going on here. I think this is in reference back to the cicadas we saw earlier, the black one and the white one that died. Maybe. There's some kind of implosion and explosion. I guess we'll just continue on. Sorry, guys. No idea what to make of that scene right now. I assume it's quite important, though, to be honest. Got some kind of relationship with this being, this creature that resembles a human, except for the fucking huge ass neck. Did he see that thing as well? Oh, it was fanny pack. You also see that in the opening, I think. Oh shit. Oh, is that one of those like African tribes? They've got this thing where they like shrink humans' heads and like wear them. Like they behead people and then they shrink their heads to like a really small. Of course she was. The crazy lady is always right in these shows, in these horror movies. The crazy person is always fucking correct. Especially the crazy religious person. You guys fucked up. That's another rule. Never bloody run off on your own. So what the hell was that? Do you reckon that was a barrier or something? So he did kind of assimilate it. So no barrier. Okay. trying to get a glimpse of your big muscles. So in that sense, it does remind me a little bit of like yokai. Like the yokai probably won't notice you can see them if you pretend you can't, and then obviously if you do see them, that's like not many if any humans can see yokai, so it makes sense that they'd be kind of attracted or feel some kind of way about being seen. Sorry guys, I did just yap through that, apologies. I'll log here a little bit. 1301. It's the thing with a series like this, you really don't want to miss anything. Even the slightest thing can be very important. Okay, so she kind of caught on a little bit. I don't think he's a fan of that. That's fucked up. What are you gonna say? Should get taken from someone else? Interesting. So that's why he felt that kind of way about this, because of that memory of getting told about Anuki, Sam, or whoever it was. Jesus, this feels very Silent Hill, the room right now. Like Silent Hill 2, where you like put your hand in, just you don't know where it's going. It feels very fucked up. They show us that. That looks even worse than what. That did not look appetizing. Fucking weird, bro. Jesus. This is fucking raunchy. Pat on the head. Jesus, bro, almost got sucked in. How, anyway, that does not look like it should feel good, does it? What the hell is going on inside there? That is a bit disrespectful, isn't it? Get your fucking. I mean, understandable, because that was fucked up, but yeah, I could understand him feeling a little bit frustrated about seeing him wipe his hand after. I'd do the same thing though. At least I'd go straight to the bathroom. This is very high school romance right now, though, isn't it? It's classic kind of storeroom for the PE equipment. She's got an interesting accent, hasn't she? Fucking hell, she never stopped fucking talking either. These are the type of people you just nod, you have to nod along with for 10 minutes before they go away. Oh, yeah, stop talking. Jesus. Get out of my face. God, sometimes people like that can be like some of the funniest, the most fun people you've ever met, and sometimes they can be so fucking grating. Oh shit. Yeah, mixed. That sounds nasty, doesn't it? So this woman is now signed her death certificate, I do think. But she knows about all this, and she can like tell. She has some kind of sense. What? Really? A clairvoyant woman or something? I mean, it's quite interesting. The people that have been able to notice stuff like this so far is the dude, who's an exception, but an old woman and a reasonably aged woman. Perhaps there's something in that. Oh, that's a lie. You have seen multiple cases before. Yes. Before you die. Before you die, please message her. And we really got to experience a lot of him there, didn't we? Wow. Oh shit. Well, this is interesting. I don't know. I'm not, to be honest with you, as big a fan as I am of insects, I don't really know about this. Does this happen with um cicadas? Do they kind of shed their skin like this? I've got absolutely no idea. I think they're really cool looking creatures, aren't they? I'm surprised how big they are as well. But yeah, what I wanted to point out is this. Is this his memories mixing in here? Because when he put his hand inside Hikaru, this was before that the whole talk with this woman. Or is it the case that he can like are these Hikaru's kind of emotions and memories and such that we're kind of seeing right now from the main character's perspective? Again, Yoshiki, I think his name is. Again, apologies. Ishiki, something like that, something similar. Are these his memories? Was he wary of this woman before she had this conversation with Yoshiki? I call him. Or has he somehow kind of now gained some kind of extra link to Hikaru, so he could see this memory after he put his hand inside of him? Like what? Or again, is that his kind of what happened to him today, kind of mixing in all together here? Like I initially assumed that this was all of what he saw within Hikaru, but I think this is all that's he's seen today. I think I'm going to take this. Hmm. Putting that cicada back in there, are you? Interesting. 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 Again, there's probably some kind of like symbolism with cicadas as well that I'm not privy to, but I like that little kind of smirky kind of little laugh by Hikaru at the end there, as he kind of sees that, or as it feels like he sees Yoshiki kind of going back on. Again, I'm not really 100% sure how to interpret this as well. If I had more time, I could maybe make an attempt, but like the cicada kind of comes out of it, which I assume is like this is like a hollow version of Hikaru. Like this is the real Hikaru that died, and this is the Hikaru that we have now that's an imposter, and he might as well be dead as well because it's not the real Hikaru. I'm not sure what the symbolism of like the ants eating it all is about, to be honest with you. Not 100% sure of that. But what I can tell is that, as we see here, it kind of reverses, and he seems to, just from this reaction, has a little smirk as well, and seems to be maybe enjoying himself a little bit with this fake Hikaru. I do wonder again if that is he enjoying himself as Hikaru as a new person, or if he's kind of again a little bit denial of enjoying himself as just kind of denying himself that this is not the real Hikaru, and it's kind of like brainwashing him in a sense. But yeah, Hikaru, the fake Hikaru, was very happy to see that scene right there. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised we didn't see the woman die at the end of this episode. She is definitely marked for death, 100%. I feel like that girl that kind of realized something in the mountain as well might be marked for death, because Hikaru, yeah, his eyes shone a little bit at her, didn't they? He's got some interesting facials, hasn't he? Ooh, that shot was cool as fuck. Feels so natural. We just got cows. Yeah, it feels strangely natural. It never usually does when you mix kind of real and animation. I'll say another fucking banger song, by the way. What is that on Hikaru's on Ishiki's arm? That looks very similar to the mark we see on the guy with the hamster that's on his neck. So perhaps this is some kind of scar from these kind of beings, perhaps. Maybe this was like a warning from Hikaru. The warning last episode wasn't enough, so he had to physically kind of warn him perhaps later on. Maybe. It looks very weird here, doesn't it? It looks very different. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Another really good episode. Following on from the first one really well. There was some great horror sequences today, especially in the mountain kind of scenes. I like this kind of exploration of this woman's home. I thought it might end up being a bit like the house from Resident Evil 7, which I think is phenomenal. I love that game. I love that setting. This kind of gave a slightly similar vibe, not nearly as dirty, but yeah, cool kind of setting here. Again, there was plenty of stuff that I didn't understand today and didn't kind of get the messaging of, especially this. I feel especially kind of lost on this, and I think that is probably something to do with a Japanese love to put their kind of meanings in like flowers and such. Like certain flowers have certain kind of special meanings, and I think bugs and animals do as well. And there is probably some kind of deeper meaning to the I keep wanting to call them locust. They look a little bit similar, but the cicadas. I think is it not death and rebirth? Is that not what cicadas mean? Something like that. To be like born anew or something. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did look it up last week, and I've kind of forgotten. But I think locusts have the symbolism of rebirth, which would make sense here. Even so, I'm still not sure like what the ants are doing here and such. So if any of you guys can help me out with that, I would very much appreciate it. As I said, there's a few details like that might get lost on me. I don't know why this guy looks so familiar to me. Maybe it's the nose. Maybe it's because he's got a similar nose to me. But yeah, love the scene in the mountain. Thought that was really cool. The woman kind of looking a bit Slender Man-esque, I guess. And yeah, just another fun episode. I think the standout moment, honestly, was the whole kind of. I really like that. I mentioned Silent Hill. Almost every Silent Hill game that I've played, anyway, has a portion where you've got to like either like jump into a mysterious dark hole. You've got to like enter a hole. You've got to put your hand in it to like retrieve something, and you know nothing about the hole. It's just a hole, but because it's in Silent Hill, because it's in this place, and in this case, because it's in Hikaru, it's like there's so much that your mind. I really love like just like thinking about what I mean, we did get to see eventually, but like thinking about what it kind of feels like and what the hell could be in there. What could be in there is almost scarier than what you actually see that's in there in a lot of cases. So I really like this scene. It was also quite a fun one. I imagine the people that already rated the episode like 1 star and such are gonna hate the show even more after this scene. But yeah, great episode. Let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comment section. Again, if you guys can help me out, I would very much appreciate that. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll see you guys next week with episode 3.